Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Barbara. It,
Hey, Stephanie, I just want to say a quick hello to everyone that's joined us today. Thank you so much for coming. And I know you're going to learn a whole lot from Stephanie. She's got a lot of content to share with you and a lot of great information. And of course, it all leads up to a workshop that you'll be invited to join at the end of the session. So, Stephanie, take it away.
yeah, hi. I'm going to wait a couple minutes here before we get started, but I like to honor those who show up on time. I think that that's amazing. I have a whole lot of stuff to talk about and not very much time. So I probably am going to talk pretty fast and leave some time at the end for some questions. So, um, just so that you know, we're recording this. Barbara's going to be posting the recording and she'll be sending out an email, of course, to everybody with access to the recording. And one of the bonuses is here, I'm going to make the presentation into a PDF so that you'll be able to download that as well. So if you're one of those who likes to take fastidious notes like me, then you don't have to stress so much because you'll have the digital version. Right, Barbara?
Right. So you'll have access, just like Stephanie said, you'll have access to the PDF of the slide presentation. You'll have access to the video recording of this webinar, and we'll be posting it on the sales page for the workshop.
Yep, yep. Oh boy, I'll tell you, I was in putting this presentation together, especially today when I was reviewing it, there's parts of it that just, oh my goodness, it was very powerful for me in putting this together. I've got so many ideas and so many resolutions and intentions that I'm in, intent on following through with after, tonight, tomorrow. No messing around here. One of my favorite sayings, you guys, is at the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to make it happen. And I truly believe, and it's been proven in my life and other people that I work with and coach, that when you do create that intention, that resolve, that certainty, it's so powerful. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. You think so, Barbara?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Otherwise, I'll just get off on my soapbox. You want to get started, Barbara? Barbie?
Yeah, thank you. So today, Stephanie's going to present to you information on the workshop called the Grow Zone, Business Profitability and Personal Performance. And you are going to be invited to join a workshop to continue the process. You're going to learn a lot now, but you're going to have the opportunity to continue learning with Stephanie at the end of the webinar. So this is very exciting. All right, Stephanie, do you want to go ahead and do your own introduction there?
Yeah, yeah. Just a little bit about me. Like I said, we have too much to talk about, and you'll be able to find out more about me as we move through the presentation. That's for sure. Been a serial entrepreneur for a whole lot of years. I am a really specialist in business growth and expansion and personal performance. I'm the VP of operations with Hoyt Management Group with Paul Hoyt. Some of you may know him. We've done some calls with Barbara in the past. I've been on the board of directors of a nonprofit, and I've done a whole bunch of other things with some other companies. My true love is sales and marketing and operations and product development. I really am one of those people, if you give me an idea, I'll sink my teeth into it and I just don't stop. Too tenacious for my own good. And implementation, I am all about execution and implementation. So when you get an idea and you're talking to me, that's one of the things that I'll keep pushing you on is let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. So let's rock this right now and keep it going. Little housekeeping. I do have you all muted, so I'll be watching for the questions. If you have a question or you know what, excuse me, if there's an issue or something, let me know. I will have time for questions at the end, just so you know. I encourage you to take some notes, make some comments, write your questions down, and we can address them at the end. And just a reminder, we are recording this. Stick around to the end, and I do got some more bonuses for you. All right, guys, let's get started. Cool thing number one. Every day is a clean slate, guys. Whatever happened yesterday is the past. It's done. It's gone. So I believe that one of the most important things to address for our own personal power is to really be at peace with ourselves. We have to congratulate ourselves, forgive yourself. Whatever happened, we're just human beings. We make mistakes, stuff happens. Forgive yourself every 5 minutes if you have to, every day, and just keep moving on. I can't remember who sings that song in that movie Zootopia about, making mistakes, and she's going to make mistakes every day and just get up and keep doing it again. So cool thing number one, embrace your inner power every day, clean slate. And then cool thing number two, smile at yourself and really just feel what I call feel the mushy. Get into your love. I believe that creating some kind of routine for yourself, some kind of ritual in which you have that time to connect with yourself, whether it's through prayer, through meditation, or just sit back and do some deep breathing and connect with yourself and just really feel the quiet. Let yourself embrace your inner intuition. I believe that one of the most powerful things you can do is really look into the mirror, into your eyes. Took me a long time for a while when I was going through a hard time with a couple of the exes there before I could even look at myself in the mirror, in the eyes, and tell myself, hey, you're a good gal, Steph. I like you. Much less, I love you. So I believe that looking in the mirror, connecting with yourself, getting that routine, extremely powerful. Affirmations. Cool thing number three, business growth requires professional growth, which is accelerated by personal growth. Paul and I have worked together on this for many years, and I tell you that when you're at different parts of your life, different times of your life, you've got stuff going on all the time, and all three of the different aspects of your life, your personal, business, and professional, they're all going to need attention at some point. You will create amazing power, incredible momentum when your inner and your outer games are working together. Okay, cool thing number four. Before you have an important phone call, before you have an important conversation, before you step into a network meeting, get on the stage, before you do a presentation, check in with yourself, close your eyes, get grounded for a second, and ask yourself, what is it that I need to, or let me be open. Let me be quiet. Let me hear what it is these individuals in this conversation are saying to me. What is it how can I best support these individuals in this conversation? When you come from a place of service, that conversation takes on a whole new energy. It goes to a whole new level. Absolutely. Yep. Cool thing number five, talk less and become a great listener. Don't talk as fast as I'm talking right now. Learn to ask questions and then be still and really listen to what your partner, your guest is saying to you. This isn't anything new. You've heard this before. I have been so excited and so impressed with the results that I've gotten over the last several years. I'm getting much better at listening, much better at being still. And it's just a revelation. It really is amazing. All right. Conversations are about sharing. Yep. Cool thing number six, get out in the world. Stay connected. Stay connected with your industry, with your community. Stay connected with the world. There's a whole lot of stuff happening out there. I was messing around with on Twitter for for the last couple of weeks, and it's amazing how easy it is to stay connected with what's going on now without even leaving your house. But I am encouraging you, I'm encouraging myself, I'm encouraging all of us to get out, get physical, make sure that you do stay connected besides in our digital, in our own little cocoons, because there is just so much happening, and there's so many opportunities out there, more than you could take advantage of in a lifetime, that you'll find in just one day, just one afternoon. And yeah, adjust your outlook. Pay attention to what's going on out there. Cool thing number 7, take control of your 24/7 world. I think every single coach that I've worked with has helped me with this a little bit more in really creating your own boundaries. You are the boss of your life, as we all know. So turn off your notifications when you can. Set your schedules. Make sure you let people know, hey, you know what, that's not going to work for me. I this is this is how I work best. This is what works for me. How does this work? Here's my availability. How does that sound for you? Let's go from there. You are the boss of your day, so you get to create that structure that works best for you. Focus on revenue producing activities. And I say this with love. I've been guilty of this many times in the past myself, and I know that many of my clients have. It is so easy, especially when you're an entrepreneur, and especially when you're working on 10 or 20 projects at one time. We get so caught up in the busy work. We get so caught up in answering the phone, so caught up in answering those emails that we forget the revenue producing activities. So I encourage you to put a sign up, do something, really highlight this part and make sure that you pay attention to the work that you're doing. Are you spending too much time on that busy work? Ask yourself, is this going to directly or indirectly generate revenue, or is this one of those things that I should be doing on the weekend, or, a couple of times during the week when I have time? I also encourage you to ask, is there an activity that I'm avoiding, that I'm burying myself in this busy work so that I don't have to do it? Are there sales calls to be made that I don't like to do? Are there vendors that I need to call and who owe me money, and I'm putting that off? Oops, cool thing number 9, keep those lists short. I'm one of those people who keeps lots and lots of lists. Just remember, you can't be in 2 places at one time, so stop pretending that you can. When you keep write your list, keep those top 3 to 5 things, and go from there. You've got incredible energy, incredible focus, and when we stop doing that multitask and put that focus on just one thing at a time, powerful things happen. Cool thing number 10, when you're in business, I always, 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 always include a call to action of some kind. Schedule that next call before you even get off the one you're on. Click here to get this thing. Go over here and opt in here, and I have this free thing for you. Oh, don't forget, if you call this number in the next 10 minutes, we've got this really cool, bright and shiny copper pan for you. So always, always, always include a call to action, no matter what you're doing when you're in business. What I say? Always include a call to action. Just testing, don't forget. Cool thing number 11. Reacquaint yourself with your target market consistently and frequently. It's unfortunate how many times, again, we get stuck up in our little cocoons and we think we know what our target market wants. We're watching TV, we're listening to the news, we're doing stuff. We think we know. But until you get out there and have those conversations, sometimes conversations that are not always bright and cheery, sometimes you're going to hear bad, negative feedback. But hey, you need that negative feedback in order to keep moving. Stay in touch with your target market. Cool thing number 12, Create a swipe file or folder and refer to it often. Find one, get one of those big manila envelopes, get a file folder, do something. I am always on the lookout for that bright and shiny object. What is it about this postcard that I really like? Maybe it has some really cool colors or layout, particularly marketing copy. Does it have headlines that I like? Is this one of my competitors? Because you can get some fantastic marketing ideas from your competitors. And you know what? It's okay to copy and paste, and as long as you massage it a little bit and move forward with that. People in the industry do it all the time. So pay attention to what you see, take it home, and put it in your envelope. I also keep I open up a Word doc. And if I get a series of emails, or if I'm playing around on the web and I see a really cool landing page that I like, I'll either bookmark it and maybe I'll copy and paste a couple of paragraphs or a couple of headlines, and I'll, like I said, copy and paste it into my Word doc for future reference. Yeah, memories are short, so you want to make sure that you're bookmarking and keeping track of the stuff that you like. Cool thing number 3: always use consistent branding. It doesn't even really matter if it's an internal, communication memo type of thing. It doesn't matter if you have a folder and you've got 20 pieces of paper in there, and you think, well, I put my business card in there and 2 or 3 of the papers have the contact info. Every single thing that you distribute for your company should be branded in some fashion. It's a reflection of your work, and if somebody, unfortunately, especially today, you all know this, our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and people get frustrated and they'll move on. So you've got to be able to meet the demand of those impatient people like me all over the place. Cool thing number 14. Whoops. Let me take a drink of water and catch my breath. You still there, Barbara? Everybody still there? Okay, cool. Number 14. Review, update, and document every feature and benefit of every service and product that you have. And I encourage you to look at it from a couple of different perspectives. Excuse me. First, from the viewpoint of your customers, what's the feature and benefit going to be for your customers? What's the benefit going to be for the company? And what's the benefit going to be for yourself? Just remember that a feature is what something is, and a benefit is what something does. Many of us entrepreneurs we've either written a book, or we're writing a book, or we've got one in the works, or something like that. So I invite you to look at that and remember that when you write a book, it increases the author's credibility, viability, and visibility. It generates revenue, and it also supports and educates your customers while you're moving them through the sales and product funnel. So it has a couple of different benefits. And so you want to be clear on what those benefits are before you use them in your product funnel, before you use them in your marketing. You want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. All right, cool thing number 15. Oops. Now that you've outlined what those features and benefits are, now you can put them in your sales and marketing collateral. You can use them in your headlines, in your marketing copy, in your web pages, in your social media campaigns, your email campaigns, brochures and flyers. Use them on your business cards. Then you're going to rinse and repeat the process. Continue experimenting with all the different colors, headlines, copies, prices. You want to consider the changing segments of the market and the various approaches that you might want to use over the different platforms. What might work on LinkedIn is probably not going to be the same exact campaigns that you want to use on Facebook and vice versa. Right? All right, number 16. Review, refine, polish those sales scripts and get ready for some different conversations now that you've got those features and benefits. Are you clear on what you're going to say? Are you clear on when and how you're going to say it? Are you comfortable with the sales cycle and the sales process? Are you going to be able to integrate the right languaging with the features and benefits into your sales conversation? And again, you only have I say 7 seconds here, but I think that I've heard that number before, 5, 6, 7, 12. I've heard that number change quite a bit. So I think that it depends. Anyway, the point is it's not very long. So you want to make sure that you know what the heck you're saying. Cool thing number 17. How is your customer service? Well, are customers going to say it's awesome, or are they going to say, yeah, it was pretty good? And I think that this is getting even more and more important today, especially with all the reviews that people post online. It can be a challenging thing to deal with these customer service nightmares. So you want to make sure from the get-go that you have the best customer service out there. Quick response. If you promise something, you want to make sure that you're delivering it. And hey, if you've got somebody who's helping you out with the customer service, create some kind of some scripts or some how-to manuals with the top 3 or 5 processes that you're going to use. You want to encourage those consistent results as much as possible. Number 18, include social proof in all your sales and marketing messages. Example, I put a couple examples in here because not very, well, I shouldn't say not many, but not everybody is clear on what social proof in marketing is. So it really is, include social proof. Ugh, I'm sorry, guys. So when you're talking about social proof in your sales and marketing, you are encouraging your market, you're encouraging your customers, you're enrolling the community into helping you sell and market your product. For example, a couple of statements here. One of our most successful customers in utilizing this system report a significant increase in daily productivity and overall happiness, right? Nearly 70% of our readers say blah, blah, blah. So we are including the 70% of our readers, our most successful customers. You're enrolling your client base into your marketing. Number 19, ask for testimonials and referrals as part of your social proof. Your happy customers have the best thing to say about you, and enroll them in helping you create this social proof. And hey, if your customers are a little bit wary about writing, or if they just don't have the time to do it, you could try drafting something that you would like to hear them say. Send them an email and let them polish and approve it and send it back to you. That also gives you an opportunity to customize that testimonial. For example, you may want somebody to say, or you may want a testimonial on one part of your service, and then you'll want a testimonial on another part, or another program, or about your book. So getting the different testimonials for the different parts of your business can give you that flexibility in your marketing. Make sense? Cool thing number 20. Focus on positive reinforced messages. It's interesting because so many companies, so many of the messaging that we hear every day comes from that negative viewpoint. Excuse me, not only is it less effective, but it's a heck of a lot less fun to work with too. And in reality, the positive reinforced messages work much work much better, work much well. So pay attention to your languaging. Focus it on the positive instead of the negative. Cool thing number 21. Do you have a product funnel? Because if you don't, you're missing out. You want to make sure that you monetize that product funnel. And I put a little picture here of just um, a uh, a suggested recommended core product offering here, something at the free level to help you entice and get people to opt in. Then you want an entry level program or product. You want a level of your core products, and then you want some level of your premium offerings. You want to make sure that you are looking to build your credibility, your visibility, and your viability as people are moving through that funnel also. And you want to, like I said, monetize it. Hey, you can make money with them with your products. So make sure that you take a good look at your services and product and see if you've got them integrated and working for you well. Cool thing number 22. I think that this is something that many people are challenged with, is creating these win-win joint venture partnerships with revenue sharing and other business building opportunities. Um, Competitors, congruent companies, there's a lot of opportunities out there for you with people who have what you don't have. If somebody has a huge list and you do not, do a partnership. I've got this class and you've got this list. Let's partner and let's split the revenue. Let's do some kind of revenue sharing opportunity. So consider what you have and consider what other people don't have or do, what you don't and they do, so that you can collaborate and really move forward in these win-win partnerships. They can be a lot of fun too. So check it out. Number 23. Everybody's got a book in them. So I encourage you to write that book one post at a time. Lots of people are too busy. Lots of people are stuck in how to get started. Lots of people aren't really clear on how to bring the whole thing together into a cohesive storyline. So while you're getting your thoughts together, again, just start writing your book one blog post at a time. That's only five. Well, it could be even 300 or 400 words, 600 or 700 words. Start putting those thoughts down and start putting them out there. Not only will it help generate traffic to your website, it's going to help you get your thoughts together and really start building that storyline that you're looking for. You can do videos too, right? You can do lots of ways to do that. Cool thing number 24. Add some fun to your marketing headlines, your copy, and your sales and marketing collateral. I think that it's something that many companies and businesses do. We take ourselves too seriously. We forget that life is supposed to be fun. So remember that life is supposed to be fun, and business can be too. Number 25. More importantly, integrate a lot of that humor and compassion into your relationships with your customers, your team, and your coworkers. It's a win-win situation, and especially nowadays, like I said, um, after spending way too much time on Twitter, I am reminding myself frequently and often that we all need a little bit more compassion and understanding. Cool thing number 26. Now this is going to take a while, and I saved it for the end so that I could check out how much time I have, so that I could slow down a little bit to go through this. This is a system that actually one of my favorite coaches, Paul Hoyt, created. And I've been using it for a while, and I've integrated it into my own morning performance routines and rituals. Thank you. Little water there. one of the cool things that I talked about at the very beginning here was creating your routine, some kind of ritual, whatever works for you, and connecting and rejuvenating, reconnecting to your power every single day. And uh, this system is it focuses on here. I'm just going to go ahead and go from here. It focuses on the 12 most valuable and potent aspects of our own personal power. Um, it's about discovering, transforming, and reaffirming who we are, reconnecting with our power, our strength, and our greatness. There are 12 aspects of this system. I'm going to go through them here for you a little bit, and I want you to know that I encourage you, when you download this, to go through them and spend some time with each of them and do a little reflection. I encourage you to start thinking of words, emotions, what comes up for you when you look at each of these, what triggers you, what really makes you feel, oh, I can't wait to move forward with this one. And I'll tell you that as I go through this, I also rate myself on these on a daily basis. Like, hey, Steph, how you doing with this one on a scale of 1 to 10? How you feeling with your strength today? How you feeling with the mushy today? How's my fear doing? My courage, and just rate myself. It's a good way to be honest with myself, to to look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, look, hey, here's what's happening today. Here's what I need to work on today. So, the empowerment system, the power of certainty, the first aspect of personal power. So every morning, as I said, I go through each of these. I have words that connect for me. For example, in the power of certainty, I go through a recitation of my special gifts, of my skills, my talents, and my truths that I am absolutely positively certain of. When you go through and reconnect with the certainty of your truth, you can just feel the power going up and down your spine. All right, number 2, the power of clarity. Knowing exactly what you want to have, what you want to do, how you want to feel, the person that you want to be, unleashes this incredible momentum especially when you have direction. The power of determination. How determined am I feeling today? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 10 today. I know exactly where my intentions are. At the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to make it happen. I told you that's one of my favorite sayings. And when you commit to something, that determination can just be, oh, it's unbreakable. Number 4, the power of courage. I invite you to consider that there is only love or there is only fear. Sometimes a little, sometimes a whole lot of fear. But whatever that is, um, every morning when I reconnect with that certainty, when I reconnect with my strength, when I reconnect with my determination, that courage is the next thing. How courageous am I feeling? Well, how determined am I? You see the personal power. This it's an incredible system, you guys, and I'm still struggling to articulate it for you here. The next one, the power of charisma. Every morning I renew my commitment to my relationships, and I remind myself to come from a place of service, to come from a place of love, to let go of those judgments, to really come with an open heart and open mind, and talk less and listen more. To inspire, when you come from that place of service, you are an inspiration, and that your charisma cannot be denied. The power of peace. I love this one because when you are in your power, when you come from that place of certainty and courage, it takes you to your peaceful place. Very cool. Very necessary every day to relax into that peaceful place. The power of love, a gentle reminder every day that there's only love or there's only fear. Unconditional love is one of those things that we all strive for. So take a deep breath and remind ourselves that every single day. The power of wisdom. I can be certain that we all are growing in wisdom every single day. Some of us are not paying very much attention, but we are growing in wisdom every day. Um, I I I ask for humbleness. I ask and try to remember to be more grateful every day, to be more aware, to be more grounded, centered, and balanced. Be conscious and awake. Be connected. Power of wisdom. And the last one here, the power of surrender. I'm pausing here because for me this is one that I'm a little bit challenged with. It's a renewal to the commitment of complete surrender to spirit. Doesn't mean that we are surrendering to any human being necessarily, but we are. I'm committed to releasing my ego, to accepting guidance from a higher power, even if that higher power is ourselves when we are at the top of our game. A renewal to the commitment of complete surrender to spirit, something that I ask for every day. So again, these 12, these 12 aspects of our personal power. This is how I create my ritual in the morning, my routine, by going through each of these truths for myself and reminding myself who I am and of the amazing gifts that I have. All right, and I did that in less time than I thought. So hey, I'm jamming here. All right, guys, this is cool thing number 27. Um, Follow success. Follow what other successful people are doing. Find your mentor. Find somebody out there that you truly respect and find out what they're doing, what makes them successful. I kind of did some copying and pasting myself from the swipe file, but I have been paying attention to what other successful people that I admire, what are they doing? And I've been keeping track of the commonalities between them. And so these are the commonalities of some of my gurus, people that I've been following, people that I admire. What the heck are they doing to be successful? They read a lot. They take responsibility for their exercise and their health. They build positive relationships. They pursue their goals. They sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. I was very, very glad to find out that one because I used to work for somebody who I was so enviable of how much stuff he got done, and he always said that he only slept 3 or 4 hours a night, and I just could not bring myself to do that and stay that productive. So many, many, many successful people swear by the 7 to 9 hours. So I invite you, get your good night's sleep tonight. They develop multiple streams of income, multiple streams of revenue. That's a whole different conversation and a whole different presentation. And they avoid time wasters. They don't watch a lot of TV. They don't spend a lot of time on their emails. They're very careful with their managing their time. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Bonus number one, I already told you. We're going to give the PDF version of this. I have more bonuses coming, but first I want to see if you all have any questions. Is there anybody out there that might have questions? Has anybody, any feedback, any takeaways? Tell me what you got going on. Let's see what we got here. Nope. No questions? Want me to unmute y'all? Paul, you there? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks. Nice job, Stephanie. I really enjoyed your 26 different 26 different cool tips for those who are wanting to grow their business, and I certainly enjoyed your explanation of the Power of Certainty personal empowerment system. You did a really nice job, and I could sense as you were going through that your own personal power picking up as just as you remind yourself of the power that you have and the various aspects of personal power, your energy shifted and you know it worked its consistent magic with you as it does with me every day.
Yeah, I really love that. It is just saying that phrase, I am certain. Just saying that just gets the blood going. Okay, well then we'll keep going, guys. All right, let's see here. Sure, all right. The next, all right, I do want to give you a little bit more information about the program that Barbara was talking about here. So you are invited to rock your performance and your business. We've got a monthly training and coaching program called the Grow Zone. We're going to meet, it'll be 2 meetings every month, fanatically focused on business profitability and personal performance. I call it a collaborative learn and do program. We're going to, all of the things that we talked about tonight, all of the things in this program, we're going to talk about, we'll be able to get more into the empowerment program a little bit. We'll be able to get a lot into your sales and marketing, a lot of business expansion and business growth, and again, personal performance. We'll meet twice every month. For an hour. We'll meet the second Monday of every month and the fourth Tuesday of every month. One time in the evening and one time in the afternoon. So if you can't make one, hopefully you'll be able to make the other one. Of course, we'll record it and have them ready for you. You'll also get 2 one-on-one strategy and build sessions with me, where we will take a personal look at what you've got going on and see about getting you some fresh momentum, a fresh perspective, and some new intentions going on. The third part of the program, I've got so many checklists and so many how-tos and sales and marketing nuggets that I'll be passing on to you to help you get that business jamming. Oops, wrong way. The wait, there's more spiffy stuff. Got part 4, which is on-demand email support. In between the sessions, you'll be able to email me, obviously, when you have your wins, when you have your challenges, when you have some stucks or questions. You'll be able to get in touch with me so that I can help you out, make sure that you don't lose your momentum. We will have a membership site where we'll put the session recordings, the presentation files, all the information that you're going to need to access the calls every month. And we will also have, we'll have additional educational materials, special audios, maybe I'll have some special guests that will interview. We'll have more tips, more ideas, a lot more operational tips for you in there that you'll be able to access on demand. All of it fanatically focused on your business building and personal performance. Here, excuse me, whoops, there you go. It's only $97 a month. And we're going to be getting started here in 2 weeks, I think, is what we said, Barbara. I'll have to check the calendar for sure, but
yeah, that sounds right,
yeah.
Stephanie. 2 weeks to have everybody, all the registrations in.
Yeah. So here is the website for you. Whoops, I just keep spazzing out with the little button here with with the clicking. lifecoachtrainingonline.com/our-courses/grow zone. So once again, lifecoachtrainingonline.com/our-courses/grow zone. This is my phone number right here. I'm available after the call or tomorrow if you want to give me a call and have any questions. I'll address them and get you all signed up. $97 a month. Fanatically focused. And I say that with love. All right. Bonus number 2, some more cool stuff. And look, I really talked pretty fast tonight. I'm really impressed. All right, cool thing number 28. Success paradigms. Again, I've been studying my mentors, studying individuals out there that I really, really admire. And here are some of the things that I've picked up from them. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. I think that begin with the end. Whoops, dang it, Stephanie. Begin with the end in mind is so cool because so many of us, we think that we have our vision. We think we know what we want, but we're really not clear about exactly where we want to go. So when you know where you want to go, getting the map to get there is so much easier and a lot easier to succeed with. Put first things first. You all have seen that that quadrant that they make where it's important, important and urgent, important, not urgent, not important. Am I saying that right? Shoot, I should have put that picture up here. But anyway, important and not urgent. Put first things first. They think, oops, dang it. They think win-win. They always are looking for win-win situations, which I just think is just so cool. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Again, ask questions, listen more, talk less. Synergize. Synergize. When you come from a place of service, those conversations go to a whole new level. And they're always sharpening the saw. Again, that personal growth, professional growth, and personal growth is just one of those things where we have to take responsibility with that, for ourselves and get out there and continue growing. Cool thing number 29. Excuse me. Why does getting organized always end up on the performance list? Because it does work. And I encourage you, don't be a hoarder anymore. Get those files off your shelves that are 2 or 3 years old and get in there and create your systems. And there are lots of people out there who can help you get organized. I can. Tons of professionals out there at any phase of your challenge to help you move forward. Get some accountability. Get it done. Cool thing number 30. I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the presentation. If you are really working on expanding your business, if you are wanting to decrease a dependency on your time and focus on consistency and quality, pick those top 3 to 6 most repetitive tasks that you or your team are doing that you seem to have to keep telling somebody how to do it. And enroll the individuals who are actually doing the task to help document those tasks. Even if they just write out some sort of a draft bulleted list that you can take and turn into step 1, do this, step 2, do this, and put it into some kind of little binder and put it on a desk. I can tell you that when I hear I don't have time to do that, I just don't see how that will work. I can't tell you how many hours you'll save and the benefits that you'll reap from doing this. Not to mention the consistent quality, especially when you're working with customer service or with a back-end operational tasks and duties that can have severe consequences. Just sending out an email campaign. If somebody forgets to change a subject line, or if they forget to change a signature, or if they forget to edit one part of the email and send it to the wrong list, and it has a confidential information in it, hey, it happens, stuff happens. So having those documented how-tos can be extremely valuable. Cool thing number 31, and I included this as a bonus only because we all know it, as I said, but we still just have such a hard time stopping it. Multitasking doesn't really work, or should I say rarely works. So, again, stop pretending you can be in two places at one time, because you can't. Leverage that energy and put it into and get it focused on that one task at a time, and imagine the power and how much you can get done. And the last cool thing here, number 32. And again, I say it's a bonus because we know we're supposed to do this anyway. Utilize your your Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. Leverage your social media platforms at least 2 to 5 times a week. And I invite myself to remember that it doesn't have to be hard. It's just a conversation. You're getting out there, staying connected to your target market, staying connected to your industry. You're just having a conversation. So it doesn't have to be hard. One of the really cool tricks that work really well, that helps generate traffic to your website also, if you write an article or some kind of marketing collateral tool, you can put the first 50 to 100 words of that in your Facebook post or your LinkedIn post or some other social media post, and then link it back to your website for the blog post where people can get the full article. That has some really good SEO benefits for you. Shrew, yeah, I say shrew. I talked pretty dang fast here and got it done in under an hour. So look what we did accomplish here. 27 plus 5 extra very spiffy ways to make more money, find peace, and ramp up those profits and your personal performance. A reminder that you're going to get the recording and the digital version for another go around. Another reminder, an invitation to join the party here. $97 a month, folks. lifecoachtrainingonline.com. our-courses/Grow Zone. Here's my phone number, 916-750-2156 to talk to Stephanie. 916-750-2156. Call tonight, call tomorrow, get signed up. Let's get you jamming. You're invited to remember, be the boss of you, and a reminder that you possess great power with passionate determination, extreme focused effort, and inspired resourcefulness. Yeah. True. Barbara, are you still there? Anybody have any other questions here tonight? Any feedback? Anybody tell me what their biggest takeaway is? Can anybody tell me one thing that you're going to start doing differently here this week or tomorrow? I'm muted by you. Oh, she said. What did I do, Barbara? Did I mute you? There you go.
Hi, Steph. Thanks. Yeah,
I've just been clicking away tonight. Way too many clicks.
put the link to the website in the chat box. So if you want to copy and paste it into the chat box for everyone, that would be great. And that way they can just click in the chat box and get right to the page.
Okay.
And I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming, and I'm sure you got a lot of value. I think that this is something that is a must if you haven't been able to be self-motivated and get your marketing together, or you feel like you need some
Uh-oh.
information, a lot of skills. She's, like she said, she doesn't let go of something once she gets started, so you will absolutely have the coaching and the expertise that you need to really excel with Stephanie.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm kind of like a bulldog there. I sink my teeth, yeah, my teeth into it, and I just keep going. Ah, shoot. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. I've had a blast. I had a good time putting this together. Like I said, I really stepped into some of my own power here, reviewing some of my own rituals. It was very powerful for me. I hope it was powerful for you too. And I thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to talk to you all very soon. Good night.